Hello friends, my name is Gary Trichter. I'm a DWI specialist, and I get asked all the time, hey, if I'm stopped by a DWI officer, should I do the tests? Should I do their motor skill exercises? And the answer is, it's up to you, but you should know that you need to make an intelligent decision. And I need to make sure you understand that these tests, the way they're graded in a way that's designed to fail you. And you're thinking, Gary, how can that be? Well, let me show you. You have a child. Your child is 10 years old. Your child comes home from school and says, Mom, Dad, I have got a 98% score today in my physical education class. And you're going to be thinking A is excellent, B is good, C is average, D is not so good, and F is failing. You're thinking, wait, 98%. Great job, son, daughter. Well, according to a police officer, that's not a great job. In fact, the way these tests are set up, you are going to fail at 98%. How can that be? It's because you never get credit on these police tests for things you do right. You only get a negative credit for things that you do wrong. So if a test has 100 parts and you do 2 wrong, you fail it. And that's enough to take you to jail. So you might say to yourself, hey, since these tests are so important, can I practice, officer? And the officer's going to say, no, you can't. But in the real world of police, when the officer learned these tests, all the officers had practice sessions, and most of the officers made mistakes. Well, applying their history to your test, it doesn't matter. Just because they weren't driving, they're not being looked at as a DWI suspect, the fact that it took them multiple times to get the test right is of no importance to you. Might be to your defense lawyer who brings it out for a jury. But when you're on the side of the road and you are nervous, or maybe that you're overweight, or maybe you have a pre-existing injury, all those things are not taken into consideration by the officer. All they care about is, are you doing this the way they were told to grade them? And if you don't follow in suit the way the grading system is set up, you're going to get arrested. Even if you have not lost the normal use of your mental or your physical faculties. Just a very unfair grading process. So if these tests were fair, would my recommendation be for you to take them? Maybe. But they're set up as unfair. So my recommendation is no. Because the number of times that I've seen these tests done, they don't allow you to practice them, even though the officers got practice. And the officers don't take into consideration, because they don't know how, they've never been taught, they don't have any experience with nervousness to determine what's nervous for you. And if the mistake they might see is brought on by nervousness or because of impairment because of drugs or alcohol. So I think it's better from your standpoint that there's less evidence, and if there's less evidence, it's harder for the government to wrongly convict you. So should you participate in police motor skill exercises? I don't think so. My recommendation would be that you exercise your right as an American, just like Nancy Reagan used to say about drugs. Just say no. But I think, just say no thanks.